Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Welcome to week 5 of my small account options selling channel. Uh, wasn't a real good week. If you remember last week, I think I was at 12,200 and something. I was actually down to about 11,000 yesterday. So I was down about $1,200 for the week. None of that was realized losses because I hadn't closed anything out. But got a nice bounce back today. And that's one of the reasons why I say buy time. If I would have had end of February, sometime in March expirations, I would have been a lot more panicked. I would have been, the theta would have been a much bigger hit. And I don't know that I could have bounced back without losing money. You see, I have plenty of time. The soonest ones I have expiring are lift February 20th, so I still have 2 weeks on those. And that's I sold the puts, so I don't really care what it does either way. Either expires out of the money and I bank all the profits or all the premiums, or it expires in the money and I get assigned shares. I don't really care either way on that. Uh, the SoFi calls February 20th probably expire worthless. These may expire worthless. They're March 20th, but I bought myself enough time that I don't have to panic, and that's one of the things that I didn't used to do that. I used to try to sell 1 week, 2 week out expirations. Actually, back then I was buying options, not selling, and I had so many of them expire worthless on me that I was just getting crushed. So now I'm selling options, and I make sure that I'm selling time with them. And the good thing about selling the time is you get higher premiums. So that's one of the things. If I had to give anybody advice, make sure you buy time or sell time or however you want to call it. Make sure you give yourself time. Um, so I know I didn't used to do it because I thought, oh, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I can be better than these other people, and I only need a week. And truth was, I wasn't better than the other people, and I wasn't. I was getting slaughtered. Uh, Now I don't worry about what other people are doing. I know there's other people out there making videos, making a lot more than me, and probably making better decisions than me. But I'm doing what works for me, and it's been working. So I'm not gonna change it, and not gonna get more aggressive with it. So anyway, so you see I'm at 11.9. The the trades I made this week was on Monday on the second. I sold the SoFi $27 February 20th calls, which is right here. I sold these at, what was it, 15 cents. Now, I didn't get a lot of premium for them, and the reason why is because I need to make sure I sell far enough out of the money because I'm pretty far down on these. I'm selling these against these that my average is like 26.50. So I have to sell at least 26.50 strike price to make sure I don't lose money on my commons, on my collateral, we'll call it. So to sell $27 calls, I'm not going to get that much premium. But my thought process was I'll sell two of them. I'll get 15 bucks each. That's 30 bucks I didn't already have. It's not a lot, but it's better than them sitting there not collecting anything. And I'm not real concerned about, if they do close in the money above $27, that's fine because I'm going to make it back on this and I'll be okay with it. But I don't think it's going to close above 27 in that short of a time. Monday on the 2nd, I also sold the $35 calls for March 20th. These ones I sold for about the same, 14 cents. I got $14 for these. Nothing big, nothing earth shattering, but it's $14. Um, and I'm going to keep doing that until I start getting close to my 26.50-ish average price. Then I'll start going to a little bit more aggressive $28 strike. If it's at 26, I'll sell the 27 or 28s. I'll get more premium for them then, and I'll be safe if it does close in the money. I'm not going to lose money on my overall collateral. Uh, on February 5th, I bought SoFi another SoFi $25 December 18th call right here. I bought a second one. I bought it at $3.35. I'm up slightly on that one, but I'm down on my other one. My average on these two is 565. So I'm definitely down on these. But again, I'm selling $27 calls against them, not collecting a lot of premium. If it does happen to make a big run and it closes out of the money, I make my money back. If it doesn't, I kept the 15 bucks. The other one I did was I closed out. If you remember, I had VIX March 18th, $16 calls. I paid $4.10 for them. We had that spike in VIX. I'll pull this up here so you can see it. We had a spike in VIX up to about $23 yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. This is my Thinkorswim account. But we had that spike up to about 23. I didn't quite get out of them at 23. At one point, I was at four. These were those calls were at $4 and or actually it was over $5. I didn't get out of them until 475. I put an order in. It started pulling back, and I kept chasing it down until I got out of them. Because in my opinion, I think this was the bottom. I think we've hit the bottom, and I think we're going to bounce now. And I only had another 5 weeks or so left on those calls, and I didn't want to get caught holding the bag if we did bounce now. So I thought I'll just get out, get my $50, $60 profit, whatever it was, and walk away from those. Those didn't quite turn out the way that I thought they would. I thought I'd pretty easily make 50% on them. But nonetheless, I still made money on them, so I'm not going to complain about it. That's all I did this week. I am going to start looking at, depending on how Monday goes, I'm going to start looking at maybe buying some leaps. I may buy some TQQQ leaps or maybe some QLD leaps. I'm going to research that a little bit more. I'm going to see how Monday works out. If we close green Monday and close above today's highs, I'm going to kind of see that as confirmation of a reversal. I am going to be careful though. I don't, it's not a confirmed reversal, but it's a little bit more assuredness that it will be a reversal. So if we do close above today's high on Monday, I'm going to start looking at going ahead and buying some leaps in I don't really want to buy individual stock, individual tickers, because there's just a little bit too much uncertainty and volatility. You're okay with like Apple. You're not going to get huge moves, but something like Tesla, SoFi, even Robinhood or Palantir, you're going to get too aggressive of moves, and I don't like that. Um, I'd rather play it a little bit more safe, play something that's a little bit slower moving, that's not going to crush my account. So I'm going to look at maybe buying some leaps and maybe jumping into a few poor man's covered calls. Uh, just out of kind of a, let me see, let me pull this up for you. Um, I created a spreadsheet today. I actually found this on somebody else's YouTube, and I put up a list of all my trades since I opened this account. And you can see here, September 9th, I made my first trade. Here's my P&L. I've only had one, two, three, four, five, six. I've only had 6 losses. I calculated out it's like an 85% win percentage. Um, some of these I'm still in. Like I'm still in this one, so there's nothing there for that. I'm still in that one, still in that one, and still in these three. Now, if you factored in the TQQQ right here, I'd be down big because that's like $11. I'm down like 600 on that one. But overall, if you look at my P&L, I'm up $2,800, and this is realized because it's not factoring in the ones that I'm still in. So I've had $2,800, $2,884 of realized profit in since September 9th. Um, so yeah, my account took a pretty big hit in January, but January was a rough month, and it usually is, and I should have known better. But so yeah, I'm up 2,000 some dollars. I'm up 20 some percent since September, early September. So pretty much 3 months. He's working out to about 6, 7% a month. If you think about that, you make 6% a month over a year. That's 70%. Where else can you get 70% a year? Sure, I'm gonna have bad months, but the one that's dragging me down right now, well, SoFi is dragging me down, and TQQQ is dragging me down. But like I said, I bought myself enough time. I don't need to close these now. I don't need to take the losses on them. I have this one here and this one here. I have till I have almost a year on that and almost a year on that. So, but this is my overall. You can see my, I have some that aren't real big wins. A $20 winner, $28 winner, $13 winner, $23, $5. That was one I got in and got right back out because I didn't like it. $8 winner. This one was zero actually. But if you look at it, my average win, I think it was like $80. Yeah, $80 average winner. Um, if I can do that a couple times a month, that's a car payment. So, and I'm playing conservative. I'm trading very conservatively. Uh, so just if I can do it, anybody can do it. Just take a look at what you want to risk. Throw some money in an account. And I'll be honest, I use the Bollinger Bands a little bit, but I mostly use delta. Um, I buy leaps with like a 70 to 80% delta. I uh, sell calls against them with about a 20% delta. When I'm selling puts, I don't worry as much about the delta. If it's something I don't mind getting into, I don't really concern myself with the delta. I'll even do like a 50% delta if it's something I'm okay with getting assigned. But I pretty much use delta, the 200 simple moving average, and Bollinger Bands, and that's it. So nothing magical there. I'm far from a genius when it comes to reading charts. So, but anyway, this is week 5. As always, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is not advice. I'm not telling you what to do, what not to do. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Um, if you like what you're seeing, please like, share, subscribe. Try to build this channel up a little bit. Uh, I like helping people, like teaching people. Try to help people make a little bit of money. And this isn't anything I'll retire from, but if I can make 10,000 a year on it in a couple years, hey, just helps my retirement down the road. So, all right. Thanks everyone for watching, and watch for another video next week. And hopefully next week's a little better than this past week was. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.